Nobody at Howard pushed me into law. Howard.
Well, into activism, into, they're lawyers and they're lawyers.
Yes. Let me see. How did I get pushed? I think what motivated me primarily was just the atmosphere at Howard. And I was political science major, and I said this is the wrong major for law, because the best major for law is English, in my opinion. English is the best major for law.
Yeah, because it's reading and writing.
It's reading and writing.
Yeah.
It's and speaking. And it's but I need to think a little more about. I know Howard had an influence. Jim. Oh, I know. Jim Nabrit, Jr., who was the president of Howard, became president the year I entered. And I knew of his role, in the legal side of the civil rights movement, because he had just come from being dean of the law school at Howard. And so, Martin Luther King came through Howard. It was just the entire atmosphere. But then I honed a few political skills at Howard.
How so?
Very active in the sorority. The Deltas, became a dean of pledges. Ran for student government. Was supposed to be a shoo-in. Did not do the right campaigning I should have done, and got beat. Which was a surprise to everybody, and I learned a valuable lesson.
Yes,
valuable
you have to
lesson. Have to ask, and never take anything for granted until it's done. That's one of the things that drives me now.
So, but many of these are leadership training exercises, whether you thought of them that way or not. That's what they are.
That's right.
But did you think then that I'm training for something else, or
no.
I'm just doing something I'm interested in?
I'm doing these things I'm interested in. No, and just taking lessons. I always knew that was a lesson in most things. I didn't always know what the lesson was, but I knew it was a lesson. Losing that election like that, it taught me something, which stood me in good stead in subsequent years. But the friendships at Howard, Pat Swiger, president of Howard now, was in my class. That class, we were the Great Society class. Lyndon Johnson came and made the speech to that Great class. So a lot of different events, Julia, impacted to make me who I am. And then when I left Howard, one thing my senior year, I knew I did not want to go to law school then.